lay out what will be happening both in figuring out where you go with that and the budget? Explain.
Sure.
Just open up your crystal ball and tell me.
Well, I don't have a crystal ball, but I do think that we, in concert with working with Representative Carlson and Senator Cohen and the rest of the conferees on the budget committee, the conference committee, will have a really good process here. They are ready. You can see that already. It's a very public process. They invited the Commissioner of Finance in already. I know he made a brief appearance this week. There's a lot of conversations going on between both finance chairs, individual chairs of areas, and commissioners in those areas. And you know, I'm forever going to be the optimist in being able to work on getting this done in a way that's positive, in a way that is open for the public to see what is happening and to participate in. And so that is what we're focused on. There will be working groups in each of those areas that have major budget provisions. There's some that are very small and don't get touched as much, but you know, things like education, health and human services, public safety, all of those things will be done. You can see already that they're using sort of a sixth conferee model in the conference committee to bring in, rotate through the chairs to present their sections of the bill and be able to talk about where the differences are. And so I think that, you know, this is going very well. We're working very closely. I think you're going to see a move to move policy out of the bill into different vehicle bills that are related to subject matter so that they can match up, because the Senate had less policy but did have some policy in their bill. And we obviously had a little more policy provisions that related to these budget areas. Now, anything that supports the budget will still be in the bill. So any supporting language that maybe directs a department to do something, and that'll be there. But, you know, we're going to keep working on refining the process here. We're working very hard at trying to engage the governor's office in this process. We would prefer that this is less confrontational and that we can come to agreement. We still view it as a place where we can come together and get something done.
Timeline?
Well, I think that, you know, we are interested to see how that engagement goes with the executive branch. I think that there are some who would say that in the next couple weeks here, maybe even the next week, they'd like to see the budget bill balanced. We're going to have to see how much participation we get from the executive branch. I think moving the policy off, I hope the governor will view that as a real step from our side of things to get things done. Now, there's important policy that members have worked on in relationship to these areas. The thing that I'll need to see from the governor's office is a willingness to talk about that policy and hopefully sign some of that policy, because I think it would be real easy for us to move that off and for those things to get lost. And that's always the concern at this point, is that the governor's not, you know, this is usually the policy year. I'd like to remind everyone it's the shorter year of the session. We're supposed to focus a little bit on policies of the state, things like the update to the school report card, which we think is very, very important. We think that that's an important policy direction of the state, and we don't want to see that lost. And we know that the governor and the commissioner have some concerns about that particular issue, and so, you know, we're not willing to move that off the table only to have it be forgotten, or once again get one of these messages through Representative Seifert that the governor is going to veto that. And, you know, I for one am a little sick of playing telephone with Representative Seifert on governor's vetoes. So.